Hello everyone, it's Amiral again from Amethyst. Today I'm recording a video to show how to create an account online to submit an application for the Fulbright Foreign Student Program. So if you know the link to the online application system, which is known as Embark, just enter it here in the address. If you don't, it's alright, you can go to the US Embassy website, US Embassy Iraq. And then here at the top you have education and culture. Go to the section known as exchange programs. And then on this page you will see a list of scholarship programs available. Not all of them are open at the moment. We're interested in Fulbright Foreign Student Program. It's right there. It says open until May 1st, 2017, which is the application deadline. So if you decide to apply for the program, make sure you have completed and submitted your application before the deadline. So let's click on Fulbright Foreign Student Program to get to the program page. This is the program page for Fulbright Foreign Student Program. You have here general information and the background about the program, and then who can apply, which outlines the program requirements. And then in this section you have how to apply. It tells you where to go to submit an application. But before we go to this, I would like to draw your attention to these policies of the Iraq Fulbright program. There are a few policies that are specific to Iraqi Fulbright applicants, so make sure that you read those and that you're okay with them before proceeding to the online application system. So let's go to the section on how to apply and click on the Embark, which is the online application system. And this is the page for creating an account. You have two parts. You have returning Embark user and new user. It's important to remember whether it's your first time applying for the program or it's your second or third time applying for the program, you always need to go to this section, to the new user, which means that you will need to create a new account using a new email address. And the reason is your old application form, although you can access it and you can see it, it's already been archived, and the committee that reviews the applications will not be able to see and review your application. So if you're applying again, or if it's your first time, make sure you create an entirely new account using a new email address. So let's click on this, create a new account. And the first thing that you will need is to enter your email address. So let's enter an email address. And then we'll need to confirm the email address. And then we need to enter the password. You do not need to use the same password that you use for your email address. You can come up with a new password. Reconfirm the password. And then you need to enter your first name and then last name. Very straightforward. And then address line is required, so you need to provide that. For example, you can enter the name of your neighborhood. Address line 2 is optional, so you can leave that blank. The name of the city must be entered, so let's put Bill here. And then the next part, state or province. You will note that none of the Iraqi provinces are listed on this online application system. So to get past this step, find non-US, non-Canadian in the drop-down list. It's right there, non-US, non-Canadian. Once you do that, then you can proceed to zip or postal code, enter 5 zeros for that. And then next you have country. You need to select Iraq. and make sure that the name you've entered is indeed Iraq, because if you put a wrong country, again your application will be lost. The committee who reviews the application will not be able to see it, because they will be using Iraq as a filter to see all the applications submitted from Iraq. And then just tick the next two tiny boxes and click continue. Okay, on this page you have some questions, about 4 questions, and these questions are very important to be answered correctly. The first one is, through which program country are you applying? Again, you need to find Iraq. And then, to which program are you applying? This is question number 2. Sometimes you have more than one answer, but the correct answer is Fulbright Foreign Student Program. And question number 3, it says, have you checked with your Fulbright program office? We receive many emails about this question. People get confused and they don't know what to do, they don't know where to go or which office to visit. In fact, you do not need to contact or visit any offices at all. All you need to do is select yes as the answer to the question. And the purpose of the program is to make sure that the program is available in your country, because this program is available in over 100 countries, but not all countries in the world have Fulbright. So just select yes to answer the question and go to question number 4. For which academic level are you applying? Of course, this program is for master degree level, so you have to select graduate study. And then once you've answered those questions correctly, just click on save and continue. Now this is the first page of the online application form. The most important part of this page is the section with instructions, which is right here and also here, instructions. The instructions are extremely important. If you want to submit a complete and strong application, you must read the instructions. Excuse me. So if you want to submit a good and complete application, you need to make sure that you go through the instructions. Read them very carefully, because they will provide you with a step-by-step guide on how to submit an application. If you do not read the instructions, you will have many questions on the whole application process. So please read the instructions, make sure you understand them, and if you have any questions, of course, you can contact fulbrightiraq@amadis.org. So next here you have the application form. Let's click on that just to show you how the application form looks like. This is the first page of the actual application form. It shows the page numbers right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 12. So there are about 12 pages of the application form itself that need to be completed. Here you have documents and essays, which is a section for submitting the research objective and personal statement, 2 very important documents that need to be submitted with the application. And then here you have supplemental forms. Let's click on that because I have some notes on this. Some of the supplemental forms are not required for Iraqi applicants. For example, let's start with letter of reference. These are needed, so you need to provide at least 3 letters of recommendation. The next one, report on proficiency in English. You do not need to submit that, it's not required. And then you have transcript release form. You do not need to submit that either. Signature form, just download it, sign it, and submit it with your application. And then academic records form, you do not need to provide that one either. So out of all those supplemental forms, the only ones that are needed are letters of reference and then signature form, and that's it. The rest are not required. In this section, recommendations, this is the page to submit recommendations for the program. Each application need to have at least 3 letters of recommendation. And then here you have an application inspector. This is a very good tool. Like once you have completed your application, please test it with this application inspector. It will tell you if there are parts or documents are missing from your application. And then last but not least is submit application. On this page, let's actually open it just to show you what we're talking about. After you have completed the application, you need to go through this step and click on submit application. If you do not click on submit the application, your application will stay online, and the people who review the application will not be able to see it because you haven't actually submitted. So make sure you click submit and that you get a confirmation that your application was successfully received. That really is it. If you have any questions, of course, you can contact us on fulbrightiraq@amides.org. Good luck with your application, and we are looking forward to receiving your application. Thanks.